Hey y'all, it's Shayna. I'm back with another review. This is for Tyler Perry's Sistas. I'm on my lunch break. Well, not even on a lunch break. I'm about to go into the office and I grabbed some lunch. And I don't know if it's cheaper to eat out or buy the food and make it yourself no more. Like, I can't do it. I'm gonna have to start donating clothes or doing something, because it's getting too expensive out here. Your girl can't take it no more. Anyway, be sure to like the video. Listen, I know a lot of y'all been asking, did you get remonetized? I'm still working to get remonetized, so I definitely, y'all liking the video, commenting and sharing, all the things helps your girl out a ton. It's a free way to help me out, and I appreciate it, I promise you. That being said, let's go ahead and get into it. I do think this episode was better than last week's, even though, I mean, you know, Karen didn't have no babies, and at this point, until I see her birth at least a baby or something, I really, anyway, I don't care, like, whatever. But I mean, some progress is made, so we pick up. Do I want to do person by person? Let's do person by person. It's a little easier for me to remember since I don't got no notes. I'm just merely going off of memory at this point. Let's start with the friend ofs, Pam and Maurice. I feel like they could be a good dynamic duo. Like, we couldn't see some more of them getting involved because the main characters ain't giving main character energy. So maybe the friend ofs need to do something. So Pam is in the shop by herself closing. Ain't nobody in there. And Maurice comes in there banging on the door, talking about, give me some of them roots to riches. And she like, what you need roots to riches for? Like, you only got a sprinkle of hair. And he like, look, long story short, because I ain't even gonna try to say it the way he said it. Y'all know Maurice is too funny. But he was like, him and his man was about to get into it. They ain't have no Jergens. They ain't had no Vaseline. They ain't had nothing. So he had to get you some of them roots to riches that Sabrina had left in her car for her edges. Which, I'm like, if I buy something for my edges, I'm going to come back looking for it. If I find out you was using it as lube, I'm going to be 48 hot. But that's just me. So they use it. He said it was the best time he had ever had. He said, I need some more riches for my roots. Give me some of them riches for my root. I want all of it. I will make a digital payment right now to loosen up my roots with your riches. So Pam was like, what, bitch? That's a good idea. So, since you know, people over here talking about some, I lost hair because of roots to riches, which I still think that lady's lying, and I'm sure we all do. Switching roots to riches over to lube can be a lucrative business, because you know that industry, the SEXXXXXX industry, that's profitable. There's a lot of money. That's a $1 billion industry, honey. You get involved in that. Like, listen, push that KY to the side, get you some roots of riches for your needs, honey. They be set. Cameron not even have to be standing up doing nobody's hair. She could just be at home with her twins, letting the money make itself. You know what? Maybe I need to tap into it. Maybe I need to concoct some oils together and see if I can I need me some other streams of income. Shit. Anywho, so then we have Sabrina and Danny. Wasn't nothing going on. Danny was calming down from, you know, her panic attack. Sabrina was over there being a good friend, but she was talking to her man Rich. And she was like, listen, you know, you should have just let me know that she was going to tell Danny's boyfriend. You shouldn't have left me in the dark like that. And he was like, I get it. Like, if it was you, if it was the other way around, I would have wanted to know. So he's standing firm on that. And I get what he's saying. I just really don't feel like this relationship with Danny and her boo is going to last. Even with the kids being out of the picture. Like, I just feel like, let's wrap this up. Let's wrap it up. But is that just me? Y'all let me know if y'all feel the same way. I wanted to know more about Rich and his little swimmers. Now, Jordan popped up. And he's talking about some, like, it's Andi's fault. All roads lead back to Andi. And she's the reason he should never even got with her. She's the reason why his sister's in this mess. No, your sister's the reason why she's in this mess. Your sister was dating Gary the whole time, and even before he was with Andi. So even though he had a wife and other fiancés, let's not forget, and children that disappeared and fell off the face of the earth. But that's neither here nor there. So he felt like, okay, well, it's Andi's fault. Well, your sister was already with him. She didn't know, and Andi didn't know. So she was already involved with Gary. Because let's not forget, when old Jordan was there, him and Gary was cool. And then your sister, Andi, was trying to help your sister. Well, he don't know, but I'm like, Andi was trying to help Penelope, telling her not to go over there. And she needed to take a step back, go into witness protection, do something. she got to fall off the face of the planet pretty much to get away from Gary. Penelope went over there alone, pregnant, and wanted to confront Gary, knowing we know he's capable of anything. And look what he did. And for that, I feel like his character should be gone completely. Him sitting up there, I don't remember anything. I don't know. I'm over it. If he don't know nothing, then we don't really need him around. Unless he's faking it. Okay? I really, otherwise, I'm tired. I don't even want to get here no more. Gary was supposed to be, I feel like he should have been gone a long time ago. Gary got to be one of Tyler Perry's favorites. The way they have revived his storyline season after season to keep him there. It's just, he just went from being some serial cheater to like this crazy villain. And it was like, what? But anywho, even though sometimes you can be dating somebody, you find out, they're a little thrown off. I mean, but he on a whole, like, another level with it. So, Danny, Sabrina, nothing going on with them. Karen, Aaron, who child, her baby daddies, this whole My Village thing, it's a whole lot of them. Fatima and Zach, they were still in the hospital fighting. Aaron was kind of checking Zach. Fatima got Zach to calm down. She the only one. And I'm like, Zach, you on your third strike. You need to relax, honey. Okay. Arguing with Aaron for what, even though Aaron did come in there a little too hot. Like, y'all need to calm down. I don't see how this sharing baby things is going to work. I feel like it's going to come to the point where it's like, this is my baby and that's your baby. When the twins get here, if they ever get here. Because, Lord knows. If they ever get here. So they calmed down. The doctor come out and was like, isn't this the reason why you was in here stressed in the first place? Y'all need to stop. Y'all need to go off somewhere. Karen was like, Aaron, take me back to your, not back to your place. Take me back home, because we don't know where Aaron lives. None of these men besides Zach and Maurice even have a home, it seems, because we never know where they live, ever. But yeah, he took her home. Then, next thing you know, she's telling him, like, the way you was kind of checking Zach back there kind of turned me on. They about to kiss, and then here go her mama busting up in there. I'm so tired of everybody walking in there unannounced. Even my mama wasn't coming. I'm telling y'all, my mama wouldn't just walk in my house. Even if I knew she was coming, she would be like, I'm on my way. I'm here. Like, she wouldn't just walk in. Is that what y'all do? Y'all just, I don't know. Maybe I was really a little bit different, because I wouldn't go to her house and just be waltzing in. Like, I would be like, hey, I'm outside. At least before I come in, I would let her know, like, hey, I'm here. I don't know if you in there undressed or what. You could be doing anything. I'm just saying. So, mama come in, and she was like, yeah, they was explaining that she was breached. And the mama was like, you know what? Because she was talking about Aaron, and she was all, like, being coy and like, oh, well, he was kind of, And mama was like, what, it was kind of hot? Like, what was it? Like, he was turning you on, girl, what? I mean, we both grown. You big and pregnant. Just say it. At this point, just say what it is. I don't know. See, now I feel like, because, now I'm grown, I'll be talking to my parents like, yeah, I still respect them as my parents, but we can have a dope conversation now, and I'm not like, oh, don't even, some people like, I wouldn't even talk like that with my mom. Why not? We are all grown now. We can have a dope conversation. It's not cringy, because the mama was like, I was horny with you the whole time I was pregnant, start to finish, every day. She's like, Mama, please. I could have gone my whole life without knowing that. My mama would have told me that. I promise you, it wouldn't have moved me. I wouldn't even care. Like, really, girl, you was. I wouldn't even. I wouldn't be disgusted. It wouldn't give me the ick. Like, girl, you was a woman. I know you. It is what it is. Like, I don't care. Okay. But so now Karen gotta decide, like, are you in love with Aaron or is it lust? It's always been lust. It's never been love. And I don't even think he in love with her. I think he's got some weird, like, infatuation with her, but like in an unhealthy way. But anyway, that's besides the point. At least she got one baby daddy to support her. 2 that's involved with the children. But it's like Zach just worrying about, you know, the children. We as moms, we need somebody who care about us too. Like, yeah, it's great that you care about your child at the end of the day, but we need somebody to care for us, especially when you're going through the pregnancy. Yeah. So then we have, I think that was all with Karen and Aaron. So, Andi, she up there, she was talking to Hayden. That's when her and Hayden found out that Penelope got locked up. She, you know, in the back of the paddy wagon, cuffs locked on wrists. You know, she's behind the slammer, clink, clink, for giving that stupid confession. I don't know why she would ever say that. Like, girl, she shouldn't have been allowed to even talk to anybody while a lawyer. So, because Hayden throwing it in Andy's face that she unemployed, like, well, it looked like she about to be back working again. They done went and got Penelope. She went over to Robin because she, like, you know, it's giving scandal. Olivia Pope. She know Robin the only one who can get the job done. And he like, well, what you going, she was like, I need you to represent Penelope. And he like, well, what you going to do for me? And that's, see, stuff like that be losing me, because don't do that. So they get into a heated argument. And he's like, look, you know, I got to watch the woman that I love going through this. She didn't even acknowledge that. She wasn't even like, the woman you love or nothing. Like, I don't know. Robert was kind of like, you know, I normally don't do light brights. You know, I normally like them like dark as the midnight hour, like charcoal black. But, you know, Robert was kind of turning me on. Okay, he is kind of fine. And I'm like, the way he was talking to Andi, like, okay. And she was just like, I don't care. Because, you know, he took her job away. So it's nothing he could tell her now that's going to make her... Plus, she's still in love with Gary like a fool. It's nothing he could tell her that's going to make her be like, you know, I'm a little turned on. Ain't none of that going on because he took her job away. That she feel like she worked hard for, even though she got to be the dumbest lawyer I have ever seen on any show ever in my entire life. But he was like, look, he'll do it. But he was like, you could have been running the company if you didn't let Gary drag you down to the gutter. And I mean, was he lying? Like, I feel like he was right. I don't know if she should be running anything because she's like a terrible lawyer. But she could have been much farther in life if she wasn't down there. And I feel like she get what she get because she shouldn't have been messing with that married man to begin with. So, I mean, you know, I can only feel but so many ways about it. So, then she go back with Fatima and Zach because Zach and Fatima called her over. And she was like, yeah, they was like, yeah, because they turned on the news when they had got home. You know, Zach talking about, you know, his babies and him wanting to be a father. Him going from no kids to 3 baby mamas in like 2 weeks is wild, okay? Crazy. And where's little Michael? Is he in his room? Is he not at his mama's house? Who watching him? Did I miss something? Where did he go? But anyway, so they call her over and they like, look, we've been working on this investigation because we want to clear our names and yours and Karen's. And she was like, Karen's? Duh, Karen, she's pregnant. Did you forget? With one of his babies. But 2 that he got to claim now. So that's going to be 4 kids running around. Ooh, Fatima girl. Oh, that's going to be kids running around like overnight. Like, give me time to like back to back babies. And then you got the baby. And ooh, I'm stressed just thinking about it. So, shout out to the people who be having babies back to back and talking about 2 under 2 and all that. Shout out to y'all, because twins. Woo! I'm just grateful that God gave me what he knew I could manage, because I would be pulling my hair out from the root. I wouldn't need roots to riches by the time I got done trying to deal with 2 babies at one time. But let me get off of that, because that ain't had nothing to do with nothing. So, yeah, they show her what they've been working on Why, I don't know. I mean, I know they want to like keep her in the loop, but I think everybody be forgetting that Andi is a divorce lawyer, not a criminal lawyer. Like, they be asking her to handle all types of crime cases and go on a trial for everything, but she been doing custody stuff. She's a divorce attorney. Like, she has not done, the only divorce she was working on was Gary's, and we see how that turned out. Oh well, and Miss Mabel or whatever her name is. So she they show her, because she was like telling them, like, yeah, that's why I asked Robin to represent Penelope, because, you know, I don't think she did it. And they was like, we don't think she did it. And they was like, well, wait a minute, because Robin might have done it. And it was like, not just because he wants you, and he been tripping ever since he found out you was about to marry Gary, which is a huge part. But it was like, let's not forget that he was trying to take Robin's company. Which I'm like, for all this stuff to be happening in such close proximity, like, people sure do be forgetting stuff that happened. Like, for once we come back to a storyline. Because, yeah, Andi, how could you have forgotten that? How did you forget all of that? So I'm like, yeah, that is a good reason why he would want something to happen to Gary. And he a lawyer, so he got connections. So then the investigator goes to the hospital. I hate when I got parked far. Like, I do not, it is like 20 degrees today and it feels like 10, and I'm not exaggerating. I do not want to park far and have to walk like a whole like country mile. I hate it. Oh Lord, look at God. Won't he do it? Won't he will? A spot by the door. You know, black people don't know how to act. I was watching, who was it, Deion Cole doing the Netflix special, and he was like, black people will circle the block 25 times, finally find a close spot and be like, look at God. Won't he will. And he ain't lying, because that is, she is me. That spot a little tight, okay, but we gonna have to make something shake. So yeah, the investigator go, Hudson is there. I don't know why people are like not putting Hudson. Like, Hudson is the #1 person, victim or whatever. He's the #1 person to me, in my opinion. I think he's the first person. I drove all the way here, and I don't even know if I got my badge. Lord have mercy. Hold on, let me look for my badge. Hallelujah. Because normally I leave it in the car, and I accidentally put it in my bag. My memory is so bad now. Like, I could literally have something in my hand, and this is happening all the time, and be looking for it, type of thing, like type T's, a mess. But anywho, so the investigator went, and he was like, I want to talk to Gary, and Hudson's adamant, I know he need his rest, you need to back off, you need to go away. And the investigator, the only one with some sense, like, why do I need to go away? Is there something you hiding? Something you don't want me to ask him now that he's awake? Because you was compliant when he, you know, was in that coma. But now that he's up and aware, ooh, his glasses dirty, you don't want us talking to him. Why? And he was like, look, he just needs his rest. And he keeps talking about, I got power of attorney, you can't do it. He need to prove that he got power of attorney, because I'm starting to feel like he just saying that just to get people out of his face. Like, I feel like he lying. But okay. So, and he was about to marry Andi. Like, I know he was just marrying her, you know, because of that pending case. But it's like, you wasn't gonna switch and put, you know, and give Andi the control. I mean, I know they didn't go through with the wedding, but I don't know, I just feel like he could be lying. So they go in the room, and the investigator don't care about Hudson's threats. He like, I don't care. If you got POA, you want me talking to him, sue me. Like, do what you got to do. I don't, whatever. It is what it is. I'm going to get to the bottom of this. So finally, Gary gave consent, and he like, yeah, I want to talk about it. Like, I want to figure it out too. Even though he don't really remember him, because he like an FBI investigation. And I'm like, what does Gary remember at this point? How far back does his memory go? Because if he remembered Andi, he got to go. If he remembered Andi, but not Hudson, who he knew before he met Andi, that was crazy. But you got to go back. Like, if you knew Andi, he was committing crimes and doing stuff. So he now got to know at least that he's a bad guy. He got to at least have remembered that. He acting like he just don't know nothing. He's just oblivious and just laying there. So then the investigator was talking to him. He started jogging his memory a little bit. And Gary's like, it was a woman. A woman was standing there. To try to get us up off of them to be like, oh, maybe it was Penelope. I still don't think it was. He might have opened his eyes and saw Penelope standing over top of him. Or something like that. But I feel like, and if it was somebody else, they might have hired somebody. It could have been somebody, we don't have no clue who did it. Like Robin, let's just say hypothetically, Robin could have hired, someone. He's still behind it because he hired them, but we just don't know who the hitman is. Like, so, I mean, it's going to take 20 years before we get to the bottom of this. In the meantime, will Andi get with Robin? I feel like, because he's her boss technically still, so it's a little messy. And then the whole thing with Jordan, because Jordan was talking about after all this, he still love her. It's not believable when he say it. I don't know if his acting skills or why. I mean, I'm not expecting like grade A, A1, like award nomination acting skills here. I just feel like it was more believable with the other Jordan. And I will never get up off of that. But anywho, that was pretty much all of it. If I missed anything, drop down in the comments, let me know. And I will see y'all in the next one. Bye.